Hi, my name is Nick.
And I'm Noah.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about money, budgeting, and being on a budget.
Dude, you won't believe what just happened.
Oh, for real? Tell me, I'm all ears.
So, I went to grab a coffee, right? And my wallet was totally empty, like $0.
No way. That's awesome, but also kind of scary.
Yeah, totally scary. I'm standing there with this fancy latte in my hand, and I'm thinking, do I have enough money?
Dude, that's the classic broke moment. I get you.
And it got me thinking, how often do we actually plan our spending? Try to live within our means.
Exactly. Sometimes I just want to buy everything I see. But then I remember, yeah, gotta be on a budget.
Totally. Okay, let's do a quick mini challenge. Repeat after me. I'm tight on money this week.
I'm tight on money this week.
Nice! Now try saying it politely if someone invites you to an expensive plan. I can't afford that right now, but thanks.
Perfect. That's a super useful phrase, for real.
Anyway, back to my coffee disaster. So there I am, standing at the counter, and I see this kid behind me paying with coins, like a ton of coins.
Wow, dude, coins? That's legit old school.
Yeah, I'm thinking, man, I can't even pay with my card, and this kid's counting pennies like a pro.
That's a perfect example of budgeting, Nick. Every little bit counts.
And speaking of counting, remember last month when I tried saving for that concert?
Oh, yeah. You were like, no pizza for a week, Noah. Gotta save.
Exactly, and it was painful, man. But hey, I managed to save enough, barely.
That's awesome. See, budgeting isn't just about money, it's about priorities, too.
Okay, time for a little listening check. I'm going to say a phrase and you repeat it. Out of my budget.
Out of my budget.
Yes, that's one you can use all the time. Like, dinner at that fancy steakhouse is out of my budget tonight.
Totally. Or buying that concert ticket is out of my budget this month.
All right, here's a curiosity question for our listeners. If you had just $20 for a day, what would you spend it on first? Coffee, lunch, or save it for something bigger? Think about it.
Yeah, I want to know your answer. And hey, no worries if you can't decide.
Oh, speaking of coffee, back in the shop, I decided to be honest. I told the barista, hey, my wallet's not ready today. Can I come back later?
Dude, for real? And she just let you?
Totally. She smiled and said, no worries, happens to everyone.
That's awesome. And that's a little life lesson right there. Being honest about your money is okay.
All right, quick mini quiz for our listeners. Which phrase would you use if you're sharing costs at lunch? Go Dutch or split the bill?
Yeah, and remember, go Dutch means everyone pays their own share, and split the bill means you divide the total evenly. Try saying both.
Go Dutch, split the bill. And just to keep it cinematic, picture this. You're at a casual American diner, jukebox in the corner, friends laughing, and everyone is figuring out who owes what. That's legit how life feels when you're budgeting with friends.
Totally. And the fun is in the chaos, right?
So yeah, our story about money, coffee, and being on a budget is just starting. And the cool part? We're going to see how planning a little can make life less stressful and more fun.
Exactly. And along the way, listeners, you'll pick up phrases, practice English, and maybe even laugh a little with us.
Dude, I gotta say, realizing your wallet's empty is scary at first. About saving, about priorities, and even about being honest with yourself.
Yeah, I get you. And that's what makes it pretty cool.
Okay, so that's our little coffee moment, but wait, the story isn't over yet. There's a group dinner coming up, and things get kinda tricky.
Oh man, a group dinner? That's always an adventure when you're on a budget.
Totally. And this time it's with that big crew from work. The ones who order appetizers, mains, drinks, everything.
Wow, that's legit dangerous for your wallet.
Yeah, dude, so we get there and everyone's excited. Someone's like, let's split the bill. And I'm thinking, okay, sounds fair. But then they start adding dessert, cocktails, and my brain's like, Nick, slow down.
Playful tone. I get you. That's when Go Dutch really saves the day. Everyone pays their own way, right?
Exactly. And here's a mini challenge for our listeners. Say it out loud. Let's go Dutch.
Let's go Dutch. Perfect. And remember, it's casual American slang, super common when eating out.
So, back at the table, I realize one friend totally forgot their wallet, and now everyone's looking at each other like, who's going to cover this?
Oh, wow, the suspense. What did you do?
I kind of panicked for a second, but then I said, no worries, we'll figure it out, and we all chipped in a little to help.
That's awesome, man. And see, that's real life budgeting, not just numbers. Helping each other, being honest, and still having fun.
Totally. And here's another phrase for our listeners. Chip in. Repeat after me. I'll chip in for the pizza.
I'll chip in for the pizza. Exactly. That's legit useful for group meals or events.
And while we're at it, picture the scene. Casual American diner, neon lights reflecting off the tables, laughter all around, someone juggling coins to pay. It's kinda cinematic if you think about it.
Yeah, and these little moments make budgeting feel real, not boring.
All right, quick mini quiz time. If you're splitting the bill evenly, which phrase do you use? Go Dutch or split the bill?
Yep, split the bill is when the total is divided evenly among everyone. Go Dutch is everyone pays their own share. Try saying both.
Split the bill. Go Dutch. Perfect.
Okay, now let's talk about the emotional part. Remember last year's holiday dinner? You wanted to buy a gift for everyone, but your budget was tight.
Oh yeah, I was stressing hardcore. I mean, trying to make everyone happy without spending too much. Not easy, man.
And that's something our listeners might relate to, wanting to give but staying within their means.
Exactly. Here's a micro challenge. Say this out loud with me. I'm out of my budget, but it's the thought that counts.
I'm out of my budget, but it's the thought that counts. Yes, that's a key phrase for gift-giving situations.
So, back to dinner, we decided to keep it simple. Homemade salad, pizza, and water. And everyone chipped in. It felt casual, fun, and no one freaked out about money.
That's legit the best. Sometimes simple is better, right? And it's a great lesson for living within your means.
Totally. And here's another curiosity question for our listeners. If your friends invite you to an expensive dinner and you're tight on money, how would you say no politely? Think about it.
Yeah, and hey, no worries if you can't do it. You can still join the fun without overspending.
Also, notice how casual American slang makes it easy. Phrases like tight on money, chip in, and live within your means make conversations natural, not awkward.
Totally. And our listeners can practice these phrases at home, repeat them, even role play with a friend.
Okay, last thing before we wrap this dinner story. Imagine the check arrives. Everyone is joking, laughing, counting coins, and someone says, I'm out of my budget. That's when honesty, humor, and teamwork save the day.
Exactly. And that little moment shows how budgeting isn't scary. It's just part of life.
And you know what? Being on a budget doesn't mean no fun. It means making smart choices and still enjoying moments like this dinner.
Totally, man. And our listeners, you can practice these phrases, repeat them, and picture yourself in these real-life situations.
All right, so that dinner was saved, everyone had fun, and no one felt stressed about money. But wait, the story keeps going. Holidays and gifts are coming up, and that's when things get even trickier.
Holidays and gifts. That's when things get tricky with money.
Totally. I remember last year, I wanted to get everyone at work a gift, but my budget was so tight.
Oh, yeah. And you were stressing hardcore, right?
Exactly. I walked into the store, looking at all these cute mugs and little gadgets, and my brain was like, Nick, slow down, you're out of your budget.
That's such a classic. And see, our listeners, this happens to everyone. You want to give, but you gotta live within your means.
Totally. And here's a micro challenge for our listeners. Say it out loud with me. I'm out of my budget, but it's the thought that counts.
I'm out of my budget, but it's the thought that counts. Perfect. That's a polite, friendly way to handle gift giving.
So I ended up buying one funny mug and a little chocolate box. Cheap, but thoughtful. And guess what? Everyone loved it.
That's awesome. It's the thought that counts, for real.
And another phrase for our listeners, chip in. You can use it when everyone contributes a little for a group gift. Repeat after me. We all chipped in for the gift.
We all chipped in for the gift. Nice. That's so useful for office parties or holiday events.
Okay, picture this. The office party. Twinkling lights, laughter everywhere, and someone accidentally grabs the wrong gift. Totally chaotic, but fun.
No way. And then everyone just laughs, right? That's legit how holidays feel when you're careful with money but still having fun.
Exactly. And here's a little curiosity question. What would you do if you forgot to buy a gift? Would you make something homemade or chip in with friends? Think about it.
That's a great tip for our listeners. Sometimes creativity and honesty beat spending a lot of money.
And don't forget, phrases like out of my budget, chip in, and live within your means aren't just words. They're tools to handle real situations with confidence.
Totally. And the best part? You can enjoy holidays, laugh with friends, and still keep your wallet safe.
All right, next we're going to see how small, smart choices lead to bigger savings. And trust me, there's a funny story coming up about a gift mix-up you won't want to miss.
Oh man, a gift mix-up? I'm all ears, Nick. What happened next?
So I accidentally grabbed the wrong gift for my friend Sarah. Totally not her style.
No way. And she opened it in front of everyone?
Yeah, and for a second I thought she'd be upset, but then she laughed and said, "It's the thought that counts."
Exactly. That's a classic American holiday moment. Honesty, laughter, and not stressing over money.
Totally. And here's a micro challenge for our listeners. Repeat after me. It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. Perfect. You can use it anytime someone gets a gift, even if it's small or simple.
And guess what? The funny part, someone else mixed up their gift too. So in the end, everyone got something a little unexpected and it made the party way more fun.
That's awesome. See, small mistakes don't ruin the fun. They actually make memories.
Yeah, and another ESL moment. Live within your means. Say it with me.
Live within your means. Great. That's all about enjoying life without spending more than you have.
So the lesson here, you can enjoy holidays, dinners, gifts, even if you're tight on money. Plan a bit, be honest, and remember to laugh.
Totally. And our listeners, you can practice these phrases, role play with friends, and feel confident saying no politely or chipping in smartly.
And don't forget, budgeting isn't about being boring. It's about making choices that let you enjoy life without stress.
Exactly. And if you practice a little each day, you'll get better at using real-life English naturally.
So, if you enjoyed hanging out with us today and learned some new phrases, do us a favor, hit subscribe, and don't miss more fun stories.
Yeah, leave a comment. Tell us your funniest or most stressful money moment. We want to hear your stories.
And hey, check out our other video about saving money while having fun. It's totally legit and really helpful.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep laughing, and remember, small, smart choices make life awesome.